heading for a point. It could possibly have been more, and then heartbreak at the end there. How do you summarise that one?
Yeah, absolutely gutted, to be fair. I just said to the boys that I think there was one team in that with the last 25 minutes or so. Thought we played some real good stuff, played our way back into it, and then if you're looking at both teams, you're going, there's one team that's going to win that, and that'll be us. I thought we had real good opportunities to score more goals. As far as the final pass just let us down. Missed a chance or two, but there was no way that we was sitting there thinking that they're carving us up and causing problems. The cause of our problems was us ourselves. We defend poorly for giving away the first corner, which was cheap. And then the fella scores I think the defender scores a goal with his weaker foot, which probably if you asked him, I'm not sure he'd scored a half volley like that before in his career. Probably won't again. And then after that, there's us chasing the game, and then for what reason I don't know, that we try and make passes in our own box when we're actually calling for them to get up the pitch to try and nick the winner. I don't know why we tried to play. Then it was poor from a couple of players that then went back to the goalkeeper that was then poor. And then the defending on the set piece is really bad. That's 3 goals now in. I mean, as I said, I think the first goal is the second phase of a set piece, but ultimately it comes from us conceding a stupid corner. But the second goal, I just said to him how disappointed I was for them, because I would have liked to have come in and give him a pat on the back for the way they played. They played some of the best stuff I've seen since I've been here for the last 20 minutes. But naivety, maybe immaturity. I think you need a bit of experience on the pitch there. I mean, we're calling for stuff from the sidelines to get up the pitch, but you need people that are kind of doing it on the pitch. And then I suppose when you've got a young group, but it was a catalogue of errors which led to their winner, which they didn't deserve. Our boys didn't deserve for that to happen to them, and I don't think they deserve to get the winner either.
You mentioned there, obviously, the players given everything today. Do you think there's maybe an element of tiredness potentially? Because obviously there's been a few games where we have conceded late, or is it just down to a freak incident where we've turned off for a few seconds and the goal goes in? No,
well, tiredness. They should be getting up the pitch and putting the ball on their back line. The fact that we then tried to get it in play, while, as I said, there was a couple of our players that were pointing forward, and then, like I said, I don't think tiredness comes into it, because, as I said, it was us that was in the ascendancy, us that was on the front foot, and like I said, the only problems that I think that was caused for us, particularly in the last 25 minutes, was from us causing it ourselves. Minnow's trying to nick the ball for the first corner. I think Huts give a poor corner away as well, and then that is another poor corner. As I said, it was us that was creating our own problems. So yeah, as I said, I didn't feel comfortable defending the corners, but I felt comfortable in open play, like I said, and I'm annoyed. As I said, I'm kind of caught between two ways in which I want to be with him, because I want to be really angry with him and tell him how silly it was and kind of poor to concede those type of goals, but at the same time I want to tell them how well they played for 20 minutes and they don't deserve to be coming in feeling as low as they do. But when you've got a young group, when you're not as focused or as concentrated as you should be for set pieces, then that's what can happen. And to be fair, we went through set pieces before the game probably longer than we have done, because I felt we gifted Leighton Orient a goal, and we kind of touched on it again before the start of the game, where I said just make sure that teams are earning their goals against us and we're not gifting them on set pieces. So to come in and obviously cost us at least a point there with a set piece is disappointing.
Is it more frustrating as well that you've matched a very good side? You've made them look quite ordinary today, I think, and also physically, because there was a real physical battle out there. There's always going to be a few yellow cards, and then obviously to get that equaliser, you're in the ascendancy. It does make it harder to take, doesn't it? Because I think today's probably a missed opportunity.
Yeah, really difficult. And I said that to him. I said that the type of game that it is, we watched how direct they are, and we've going to have to compete with that. And I said to him at half time that I felt it was a real scrappy, bitty game for the first 45 minutes. But I said that the fact that we've matched them and competed with them meant that hopefully we'll get our just rewards in the second half when the game maybe opens up a bit, and hopefully our quality will come to the fore. And obviously, real disappointing that you got to go down 1-0. But like I said, I felt the game went exactly how I said it was going to go. And when there's things happening that is earned, or people are playing some real good stuff to create goals or whatever, then you kind of take it on the chin. But it's difficult to take when we play as well as we did for a 20-25 minute spell. But then the manner in which we gifted them a goal is difficult to take.
Impact subs have been something that you've really sort of built upon since you've taken over, and obviously today Torri's coming on and getting a goal. That must be a positive moving forward into the remainder of the season.
Yeah, well, I thought of late the subs that we have been making good contributions. I thought all three of them done well that came on, and even Jeffy, who hasn't had a lot of game time of late, came on and sort of tried to work the line well. But yeah, listen, it's important. You want to talk to the group and make sure that they're all ready when they are getting their chance, and make sure they're training right to earn their chance. And to be fair to Tyrese, he's been training a bit better. It's great to have Marcel back. I thought he came in and made a good difference as well. Like I said, it's just more from the perspective of they don't deserve to come away from that game with 0 points, but you can't hide away from the fact that it's us shooting ourselves in the foot and us creating our own problems.
And as a manager, how do you assess that now? Because obviously it has happened in a few games. Is that a real focus, I guess, for the remainder of the season? Because obviously it's a crucial time. We need to be picking up points in all of those games if we can. But late goals at the moment are unfortunately costing us. Yeah,
well, to be fair, as far as the late goal shouters, I felt they've been scoring early, a lot of the teams against us. But as far as working on it, you can't do any more than what we've done on set pieces. And ultimately, sometimes it means sometimes personnel have got to hold their hands up and do their job. Like I said, you shouldn't really be defending the corner in the first place. Regardless of whether you're the best in the league at defending set pieces or the worst, you shouldn't be gifting opportunities to the opposition, especially when they got some big lads. And like I said, both of those corners that they got today, they didn't have to do much to earn it, and it was from us. So obviously, looking at that, you're always going to want to address it, but individual mistakes or mistakes that are coming at pivotal times, I think sometimes you get that with a young group.
And just a word on Tom Brewitt, drafted in today for his first start. He looked pretty assured out there today. A good performance, would you say?
Yeah, like you said, he done some real good bits and competed. Showed a bit of calmness and composure and picking some passes from midfield. And hopefully he'll only get better as well, because like I said, that's his first game in I don't know how long. I know he's been training for a couple of weeks, but training and playing games is certainly slightly different. So no, that was a positive. Like I said, then it's disappointing because there were so many positives come out of the last 25 minutes, and the second part of that second half was really pleasing. I enjoyed watching them play, so that's what just makes it burn even more.
And just finally, not very long to try and put this right. Another game on Tuesday.
Yeah, and listen, that can be the good side of football when you've got a fixture list that gets congested. If certain things don't go your way, you get an opportunity quickly to try and put it right, and we'll obviously be trying to do that Tuesday.
Thanks, Jody.
Cheers, mate.